Khamzat Chimaev didn't hold back after Belal Muhammad's defeat at UFC 315. He took to social media, posting a photo of Muhammad with the caption, "He's crying again." Chimaev elaborated, referencing Muhammad's past comments. "Yes, he called me a Muslim brother. Then he goes saying he wants to beat me. So should I be nice to you? I like real people, not fake. If you call me brother, you should be my brother. I always support Palestine, but I never support fake people." An unexpected altercation occurred between Colby Covington and Henry Cejudo at a celebrity poker tour event. The two exchanged heated words, with Covington reportedly saying,
You too tired. Not once, twice, motherfucker. Hey guys, 5 guys gonna take that. Take it. Yeah, continue to keep marketing. Double champ, Olympic champ. You ain't got. I still not. You're a bum. Remember you're a little guy though. Remember you're a little guy. What's up, Shark King? Shark King. Shark King's alive.
Despite their rivalry, Kamaru Usman expressed indifference to Belal Muhammad's loss to Della Maddalena at UFC 315. On the Pound for Pound podcast, Usman stated,
"Listen, it's people get so invested in this game to where they think that I'm supposed to be happy because he lost. Why would I be happy because he lost? I hadn't fought him yet. You know, it wasn't that. Yes, me and him weren't on like we weren't the best of friends. I'll tell you that for sure. But that doesn't mean I'm happy that he lost. And as a former champion, as a former pound for pound top dog, as far as you know, not just with the rankings, but also as far as selling pay-per-views, I understand what this game is. And listen, as much as we didn't like each other, it was still something that people wanted to see. It was something that was on the cusp of potentially happening. So no, I'm not excited that he lost. I'm not disappointed. I'm indifferent. You know, absolutely, especially when a champion loses. I'm not excited about that because it's difficult to, after you lose, it's difficult to get back. It's difficult to work so hard to get in there, step in there and try to accomplish something and fall short. It's very difficult. So I'm not going to prey on anyone's downfall in any way, shape, form, or fashion. So no, absolutely not excited that he lost. But on the flip side, I will say it was a way that I was looking at this fight. I was looking at the matchup and what was happening leading up to the matchup and what was being said before, to where I'm like, why are you not paying too much attention to this guy? It was almost dismissive. It was almost like, yeah, I ain't even gonna take him down. I'm a Canelo hands. I'm gonna put this on him. I'm about to do this and do that. To where I'm like, this kid's not bad. This dude ain't no joke. This dude is good. I see something in his spirit when he fights, to where I'm like, this guy could be a problem.
Magomed Ankalaev revealed he was offered a rematch with Alex Pereira during International Fight Week. He posted on social media, "I was offered to fight Alex International Fight Week. If the man don't want it, let's move on. I'm ready for everyone. I dare you." Robert Whittaker weighed in on Belal Muhammad's performance at UFC 315, expressing surprise at Muhammad's approach.
Honestly, I expected more takedowns from Belal. Understandably, It's hard. Like once this weight gets going, and Jack, I'm sure his takedown defense has only rolled over since his last fight. I'm sure it's just been worked even to a higher degree. You could see the way he strikes is built to dissuade wrestlers from entering that space.
Yeah.
As well, instinctively, as soon as Belal got on the legs or got on the thing, he went 2-on-1s, he went switches. He went switches to create an opportunity to explode out of. It was, Jack was ready for this fight. You can tell he had crossed all his T's and dotted all his I's. It was, super remarkable. But his striking, his comfortability and his ability to stay in that mid-range, play with fire, and win the fight there like 9 out of 10 times.
Yeah.
No, 10 out of 10 times. He hasn't lost yet. Guy just takes that mid-space and...
UFC legend Jose Aldo announced his retirement after a unanimous decision loss to Ayman Zahabi at UFC 315. Aldo shared on social media, "This may have been my last time inside the octagon. Last week I faced one of the biggest battles of my life, and it wasn't against an opponent, but within myself. It's time to move forward, to live for my wife, for my kids." Aldo retires with a professional record of 32-10, leaving behind a storied legacy. Daniel Cormier weighed in on the possibility of a matchup between Della Maddalena and Islam Makhachev. He noted that a win over someone like Belal Muhammad, who brings a strong wrestling base, is great preparation for facing a grappler of Islam's caliber. Cormier stated,
"But ultimately, it's not about what Belal did not do. It's all about what Della Maddalena actually did. He fought a wonderful fight, and now he is the UFC welterweight champion. And you would think that when you get a big win like that, there's a lot of time to celebrate. Unfortunately for Della, right away he gets Islam Makhachev. The UFC said the other day at the press conference, Della wins, Makhachev will go up and fight Della Maddalena for the welterweight championship of the world. Number one pound-for-pound guy in the world, and Della Maddalena will fly up those pound-for-pound rankings. This is an undefeated guy in the UFC, a guy that has not lost in 18 straight fights now, a guy that's carrying confidence of beating a guy like Belal Muhammad. If there's a guy to fight before you fight Islam, it's a guy like Belal who wrestles and uses it as his main tool and be able to defend in the way that Della did. And I'll get into that matchup a little bit more as we get close to that fight. But just know I'm very excited about it, as I'm pretty sure all of you guys are too.
Tom Aspinall recently became the longest reigning interim champion in UFC history, surpassing Renan Barão's record. However, Aspinall expressed frustration over this milestone.
I'm now the longest reigning interim champion.
Yeah, it's a lot of that is bull, isn't it? That is not something that I wanted. No, it's not something that I'm not that proud of that one, to be honest. The interim title's nice, but the longest reigning one, I obviously wanted to contend for the undisputed in the time that I've been interim, so
it's coming.
It's coming.
Aspinall also addressed the potential fight with Jon Jones, stating, "Me, personally, I can't do anything. I just think it's down to money on his side. I will fight whenever, wherever he wants, but it's down to money, I think. I'm well bored of the Jones conversation. I've had enough. We either need to fight or I need to move on to something else." Della Maddalena's coach made a bold claim this week, suggesting that Belal Muhammad may have used PEDs in the past.
Even if it's not all the way in, and then just throw your feet back. He face planted Belal, and then Belal got tired towards the end. It was only a 3-round fight, but he wasn't on juice then. He was a different physique completely. So then after that, the down block was enough after the first few sprawls.
That wraps up today's top stories. For more daily MMA news and updates, subscribe and hit that bell icon.